Welcome, Shahina and Jessica. How are you today?
Good,
Good,
and
thank
you?
you.
Well, as you may know, the Year 13s are leaving for study leave because they have exams at the start of May. Some very important exams for their future lives. And we'd just like to say a little goodbye to them here at Radio Swans. So I brought two students from Year 13 who are going to tell us some anecdotes and experiences here in Swans. Shahina, since when have you been in Swans?
I started here at Swans when I was in year 8.
In Year 8.
So it's been 6 years.
And you, Jess?
Since year 6, so
8.
8 years. Yes, 8 years.
Yeah, so you've always been here up at secondary. You haven't had a chance to experience primary.
Exactly.
I don't know if you were lucky or not. So do you have any interesting experiences that you'd like to share with the school?
For some reason, when you ask that question, the one thing that comes to my mind is when Axinia from our year came dressed up as R2D2.
What?
And just like was rolling around school in like a huge costume and had to blow herself up every single lesson because the air would just run out. That's like the one thing just stands out to me. I know why.
That was like Halloween or something.
I think it was Carnival, if I'm not
Carnival.
mistaken. But that was like in year 10.
Yes, Mr. Rob, we do enjoy dress ups. We want
Yes,
more dress
we
ups.
love dress ups.
We love dress ups.
I think my favourite memories from school have probably been in year 12. I think the IB has been really, I've loved it personally, CAS and everything. It's given an opportunity to become close with your classmates, to do projects, and unfortunately the pandemic interrupted that. But I think one of my favourite memories was organising the Halloween disco and the talent show. Like the big events we put on for younger kids.
The talent show was like really memorable. I remember like the amount of hours we had to spend decorating that theatre to make sure there were stars on the ceiling. That was, wow.
I'm missing class, of course.
No, but also the Tarifa trip that we did in year 12.
That's what I was going to ask. Any trips that really...
Tarifa trip in year 12 was like amazing because we got to, that was like the first time we actually got into the IB. We had like no clue what we were getting ourselves into. And I think the previous year 13s were so like welcoming into, we created a really bonding environment for all of us. And I think that was great to get to know everyone and just a good way to settle in.
So what was your favorite trip? That one?
I think that one, or the Cordoba.
Yeah, actually, I love the one in year 6. That was ages ago, but I remember it was my first year, and I think I made a lot of friends that I have even to this year on that trip, and it was really special for me. It was my first year in Swans, and I think that trip to Tarifa, I loved Tarifa, and it was just a really great experience.
Trip to Tarifa, nice.
The year 9 trip as well was quite nice, the Cordoba trip.
Oh, Cordoba, yeah,
And then we
yeah.
met the
Cordoba.
guy like Luis, and we would always call him Luis Fonsi. And then they still come here to the school, and it's just like we always make fun of them,
Really?
like in a friendly way. But it's just, in a friendly way, but like I like honestly, we've made so many friends on so many trips and just like memorable experiences that we wouldn't have if like we hadn't gone on those trips.
We had a bad experience in Cordoba with cold showers because there
Okay.
weren't any warm showers and like
Oh.
tiny rooms and
The food? I remember the food. That was something
Terrible.
that really sticks out for me. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't like the food.
it makes you really miss the Swans food, which I think is good, and everyone complains about it. I think that is another thing I really will miss about Swans. I think the food is brilliant.
Honestly, I think the food here, there's something for everyone, which I think in other schools like that's not something that's readily available. So I think Swans is great in making sure everyone has something they enjoy to eat and stuff.
what would you say to those people who are now joining Swans in year 6, like you did, Jessica?
I don't know. I mean, you change so much over those. Is it 7 or 8 years?
8
Yeah.
years.
Yeah. About 8 years between year 6 and year 13, and I just think that period of time is so essential in sort of your character development, and I think Swans really helped bring out the person I am today, which is
Yeah.
very different from when I was in year 6, but I'm really happy about that change.
I'd say take
yeah.
every moment, enjoy every single moment. Like obviously don't take it too much to heart because there will be moments where you're just like, I'm just tired of everything, and it's like there's hard moments. But I think that shapes you to who you end up becoming in year 13, and like obviously in the future. and just like obviously take every opportunity you get. Like for example, all the trips and stuff. I think if I hadn't gone to the trips, like I wouldn't have some of the friends I have today. I wouldn't have some of the experiences I have today. So just take every opportunity, put in your best, and just like enjoy.
Yeah.
What would you tell them to expect from Swans in the next years? In their academic.
In your academic years, I'd say a lot of hard work to, obviously, especially if you're going into the sixth form, it's a lot of work with internal assessments, extended essay. So I'd say just dedicate yourself, but then still enjoy yourself, because these are like the only years you get with like the people you've been with forever. So
Yeah.
And where are you guys going to go after Swans? What's the next step?
I'm off back to the UK to go to Durham University to study anthropology.
And I'm off to Scotland to the University of St Andrews to study computer science.
Wow. And who will you be missing from Swans most? You don't have to say me.
I think just there's a lot of people in like year 13, like Jess, Carmen. I think like the head student team, we've been like quite great working together. And then there's a lot of like year 13s that we've gotten quite close with. So I'd say not like a whole like specific people in particular, but just the group in general, the dynamic that we have.
Yeah. I don't know. I really loved all my teachers throughout the year. I've never, disliked a teacher or anything. They've always really helped me. I think in the IB especially, and I think from the beginning of GCSEs, I think Miss Natalie has been someone who has really helped me change as a person. And I think just the way she teaches and the way she kind of engages with students is amazing.
I'd say Miss Carly. Miss Carly, like,
Miss Carly.
Honestly, Miss Carly has dedicated herself to us. Like, even when she had vertigo, she was like the worst she's ever been, and still was there teaching us and making sure like we get the grades we want to get. And so, honestly, very grateful for Miss Carly.
Yeah.
Well, that's the end of the interview. So, any last words you want to say?
Goodbye, Swans. We'll miss you.
And make the most of it, because time goes faster and faster and faster. Once you hit GCSEs, it seems as if you get to year 13 in a split second. So make the most of your time at Swans. That's for everyone.
Great. Well, thank you very much, and we'll hope you have lots of luck in your next steps in university.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.